Welcome to Manchester Academy Baseball. Mavericks home tonight against Central Holmes Academy. I'm Josh Miller. I'll be bringing you the game here from Parks McGraw Field on Power 107. Mavericks tonight are going to trot out Jason Dees, or JP Dees. First time he'll pitch all season as a starter. He's only thrown one inning so far this year. He's had 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, and no hits. Mavericks lost last night, first time in the season, as they'll bring a 4-1 record in. The loss came to Canton Academy, who the Mavericks had beaten opening night. They lose 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. Cook, the number 4 hitter for Canton, hits a single that scores in the winning run. Mavericks, the story on the night for them is they left 11 runners on base and through the first 5 innings, 9 in scoring positions, had chances all night to take the lead and take the lead big, just couldn't get a timely hit as they only batted 6 for 27, their lowest output of the season. But tonight they hope to get the bats back together against Central Holmes here with the home crowd on a nice night. It's going to be 64 degrees with a 9-mile-an-hour north wind blowing straight from left field toward the first base side. It'll take a long ball on the left side of the field to get out. Possible for a right-hand or left-handed hitter to get one across the right field fence as the ball will travel a little bit from left to right. In the field tonight for the Mavericks will be Dees, as I said, on the mound. The catcher will be the same catcher, the senior Tyson behind the plate. Estes will be on third base. First time starter for the Mavericks tonight will be Wrigley Richardson at shortstop, as he'll take over for Dees, the normal shortstop. Second base will be Ketchum. First base Walton, and the outfield will be Roberts, Nixon, and Burton. Left to right, Jack Miller will be the DH tonight for Richardson as the first batter comes up for the Central Holmes Academy will be Tate, their right fielder, as Dees delivers the first pitch. It's going to be a swinging strike one. Behind Tate will be Kane, Burrell, Witt, Wiesel. Eagle will be the DH for the left fielder Moore, Cheek, Corn, and Langford. As Dees is ready to deliver the second pitch, it'll be fouled back into the netting. And Dees quickly out to an 0-2 count on the first hitter of the game, and Tate. As we're just underway here in the top of the first inning on a very pretty night. Dees looks in and gets his signal. He'll deliver home again. Hey now, called strike 3 over the outside corner. Dees picks up a strikeout on the first batter as he got the right fielder Tate looking. Gets a strikeout on 3 pitches. Good start for the junior right-handed pitcher, and he'll face Kane now, the shortstop for Central Holmes.
Next up, number 20, Gabe Kane.
So Kane comes up the shortstop. Don't have a lot of information on Central Holmes. I have not been able to get a record for him either this year. His first pitch will come across again. A fastball taken by Kane as a strike, 4 pitches and 4 strikes. So Dees locked in here early for the Mavericks. He'll work out of the windup again. Though a fastball is going to miss just high, the count now is 1-1. Outfield's playing in shallow and left and center with the wind blowing in. Right fielder's back a little bit deeper. And Dees set to throw the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back into the netting on a fastball again. Count goes to 1-2. So 1-2 for Dees, has a chance for a second strikeout here in the first inning. Pitched 3 pitches to the first batter, all 3 strikes, got a K early, and he'll deliver the 1-2, swinging strike 3. Ball gets away from Tyson. He'll pick it up, run to the inside part of the playing field, throw it down the line, and it'll be caught by Walton for the out. So 2 outs on 2 strikeouts. Nice play by Tyson's. He'll get a 2-3 put out with the K. And they'll bring up Burrell, the number 3 hole hitter and catcher for the Central Holmes.
Now batting number 19, Carson Burwell.
So Burrell comes up. He'll look at his first pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to first base. One knee for Walton. He waves off Dees at first base, touches the bag, and it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Dees. Dees only used 8 pitches this inning. 7 of them were strikes. The Mavericks will come in and start hitting. Hopefully get their bats a little bit hotter than last night when we come back from Power 107 and a commercial break from our sponsors. a quick 1-2-3 inning from their starter D's on his first inning pitch this year as a starter. Mavericks will come out to hit with the same lineup they've stuck with the whole season. It'll be D's, Tyson, Roberts, Burton, Ketchum, Walton, Estes, Miller, the DH for Richardson, and then Nixon in the 9-hole spot. Pitcher for the Central Holmes Academy team will be Witt, as he's on the mound now throwing his warm-up pitches. In the field for the Central Holmes will be Witt at pitcher, Burrell at catcher. Third base will be Cheek. Shortstop, Kane. Moore's the left fielder. Langford the center fielder. Tate the right fielder. On first base will be Cora as they're finishing up their warm-up pitches. Mavericks hope to get out to a fast start tonight. Last night, the story of the game, as I said, they left a lot of runners on base. Just could not get the timely hit when they needed it. Pitcher Witt's got one more pitch thrown, then we'll be back to playing ball. Mavericks have a busy week next week. They've got 3 games coming up. On Monday, they play at St. Al in Vicksburg. They come back home for a Tuesday game against Indianola and then have a home game versus Benton Academy also at home. So they'll have 3 games next week and the same the following week as they keep cruising toward their conference play. That won't begin, though, until the end of March, where they'll start picking up conference time play, and they'll play 3 games a week in best-of-3 series. So coming up to bat now will be D's.
Leading off for the Mavericks, number 14, John Parker, D's.
D's steps in. He's got a .462 batting average, leads the team in that category. He's tied with Ketchum. Also leads the team in on-base percentage at .650 as the first pitch will be outside and the ball goes back to the backstop as D's will step back in. Waits on the 1-0. Again, misses high on a fastball. The count's 2-0. D's, he's quickly ahead in the count. Outfield plays straight away. Infield deep in the middle. At the bags on the corner. And the 2-0 pitch coming. Outside, ball 3. So right off, D's gets a 3-0 count. He'll see if he can get on base as the leadoff runner again tonight. He was able to get on base last night before he was stranded at third. 3-0 pitch coming is going to be behind him. Ball 4 as he'll hustle down. We'll see if they pinch run. I doubt they will, as D's one of the fastest players on the team. Brings up Tyson, the left-handed hitting catcher.
Now batting number 10, Dean Tyson.
We've got a quick timeout by Central Holmes coach. He's coming out to talk to the pitcher. He threw 4 straight balls. While he does that, I want to thank sponsors that bring you Maverick baseball each week. Bank Plus, Manchester Academy, William Clark and Morrison, Main Street Market, Yazoo County Fair, Jim Newsom Trucking, Bank of Yazoo, Yazoo Valley Electric, P-Rose, Coghlan Planning, Scott Petroleum, and McCaleb Insurance. Thank you to all the sponsors that bring Manchester Academy baseball to you live on Power 107 each week. So the mound trip was quick. Coach is coming off as Tate will try to regroup before he faces Tyson. Tyson on the season's batting .308. He has the team lead in RBIs along with Roberts and Miller at 6. First pitch comes in, misses inside as D's takes a big lead but doesn't go. So 5 pitches and 5 balls so far for Tyson, or Tate he's not been able to find the strike zone. 1-0. D's goes. It's going to be an outside pitch. He'll go into second base up as the catcher wasn't able to handle the ball. 2-0 now to Tyson with Roberts on deck. Tyson steps back in. Tate looks back at Dees on second, delivers home outside, ball 3, 7 straight pitches. Now, Tate's not been able to find the plate. And none of them have been particularly close as he's struggling here in the first inning. Dees takes a lead on second base, and he fakes going to third, and Tyson walks on 4 pitches. That one was a little closer, just high. And the count, and he'll go down to first base. The catcher will, and it brings up Roberts. As he'll come in to look at Tate. Shortstops will come in and say a quick word to him. They're trying to calm down the pitcher a little bit here. Roberts will step in batting .333, batting .300 with runners in scoring position as he's got runners on first and second, no outs.
Now batting number 13, Brody Roberts.
Mavericks trying to get on board first again tonight. They had the lead last night before they let go. Were able to tie it back in the 6th, only to lose in the 7th. First pitch to Roberts is going to be a strike right down the middle as he was taken all the way. He'll be down 0-1 as Burton steps out of the dugout. He's on deck for the Mavericks. 0-1 pitch. They've got Dees picked off as the pitcher made a nice move, spun around. They got him in a rundown, throws it to third. He's going to slide back in to second. He'll be out as Tyson went all the way to second base, thinking that Dees was just going to go on and get in rundown. Dees actually slid back into second. Tyson stepped off, and they tag him out, so Dees will remain at second as Tyson's out. Tyson, at that point, should not have run while he was in the rundown, most likely is what he's getting talked to about right now. But Mavericks run themselves off the base paths in the first out as Roberts will step back in 0-1. Tate looks in, delivers. Ball 1 high. The count goes to 1-1. Again, Roberts steps in. Looks out at Tate, waiting on the pitch. Pitch on its way. Breaking ball that stays high. Ball 2, and the count's 2-1. The put out on Tyson's going to be a 1-5-4-6 tag out before he was tagged. So they threw it all around trying to get Dees and ended up getting Tyson. 2-1 count comes, strike 2 right down the middle. Roberts couldn't pull the trigger on that one, and the count evens to 2-2. So 2-2 count. Roberts going to step up toward the plate. Pitch is on its way. It's going to be fouled back over the backstop. Roberts will keep the count at 2-2. Roberts taking his time before he gets back into the box. Mavericks still have a runner on second base, and Dees one out here in the bottom of the first. Scores tied 0-0, and the 2-2 on its way. Going to be a high fly ball to right field. Dees will go back to tag up. Right fielder's drifting over, makes the catch. Dees will go to third. Nice throw in, but it won't be in time as Dees goes in standing up. He'll be 90 feet away from scoring. We'll bring up Burton now to hit.
Next up, number 6, Garner Burton.
So Burton steps in with a chance for an RBI. Mavericks had the first 2 runners on before Tyson was thrown out at second, or tagged out at second, in the rundown that Dees had got himself into, and then Roberts ends up popping out to right field. First pitch is going to be fouled back by Burton into the screen. He'll go down 0-1 as Tate's kind of found a little bit better groove here after throwing 8 straight balls to start the game. Again, Tate works out of the stretch. He'll take a look over to third, deliver home. Fastball, strike 2. Burton couldn't keep up with it. He's down 0-2 now. Ketchum will be on deck for the Mavericks. He leads the team in runners, batting average with runners in scoring position. As Burton steps back in, he'll face an 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Watch that one go right down the middle. Mavericks get the first 2 men on and fail to score. Same as last night, have shot themselves in the foot. And we're going to go back to Power 107 and talk to some sponsors and be back after these messages. as he'll face the number 4, 5, and 6 hitters in Witt, Wiesel, and Eagle.
Now batting number 21, Ethan Witt.
Witt will come in the pitcher, batting in the 4 hole, and face his counter as Dees delivers his first pitch low and outside. Again, Witt will step back in. Dees working out of the windup. Second pitch coming. Strike right over the outside corner. 1-1. Witt has the count even up on him now. And again, Dees will work out of the windup, missing outside and low. 2-1 now is the count. Two one here in the top of the second. First batter and Witt. Pitch delivered, fouled back over the backstop for strike 2. Count evens 2-2. Dees trying to get his 4th straight put out against the Trojan hitter in Witt. Big pitch for Dees coming 2-2. Strike 3 swinging. Again, the ball hits the dirt. Tyson gets it. Throws low, but nice grab by Walton on first base for the out. 3rd strikeout of the game so far for Dees as he'll come back to face Wiesel now.
Now batting number 8, Mason Wiesel.
So twice on strikeouts, Tyson's had to throw him out after balls got in the dirt on breaking balls. Wiesel's going to step in the second baseman. First pitch to him is going to be a drive to deep center field, but the wind's blowing in just a little bit. Nixon gets underneath it, makes the catch easily after retreating for the second out of the inning. That's 5 in a row now by Dees, retired on the pitch to Wiesel, bringing up Eagle, the DH.
Next up, number 3, Logan Engel.
So Engel comes up. I said Eagle, I meant Engel. Engel comes up. First pitch to him is going to be a strike, a breaking ball. It comes right back over the inside part of the plate. Dees again up quickly, 0-1. So he'll deliver the second pitch of the at-bat. This is just low. Oh, strike 2, excuse me. The umpire's a little delayed on that one. And now it's 0-2. Good pitch by Dees. We'll see if he comes back with a breaking ball here, 0-2 to Engel. 2 outs in the top of the second. Challenges him with a fastball. It's going to be fouled back over the bleachers on the right side. The count stays 0-2. Dees has thrown 17 pitches now, 14 of them for strikes. As he sets to deliver the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball is going to be lined into right field between first and second. Good job of hitting by Engel. He went with the pitch, hits it to the right side, finds the hole, and he'll have a base hit. It'll be the first hit, first base runner of the game for the Trojans. It brings up Cheek, the 3rd baseman.
Now batting number 13, Aiden Cheek.
First base runner for the Trojans. We'll see how these pitches out of the stretch as they have a small lead on first. Pitch comes in low and outside for ball 1. Number 7 hole Cheek, their 3rd baseman, up to bat. He bats from the right side versus the right-handed pitcher. So it's a righty on righty, and he's ahead 1-0 now. Next pitch comes in swinging, strike 1, counts evens to 1-1. 1-1, 2 outs. Top of the second inning. No score here at Parks McGraw Field in Yazoo City at Manchester Academy. 1-1 comes low. Ball 2. Dees trying to get out of the inning after giving up a base hit. Runner still on first base and Engel. And the 2-1 comes. Fouled back over the press box. Count goes 2-2 with 2 outs. Again, Dees has a chance to get out of the innings. He's got 2 strikes on the batter. Last batter, Engel, singled into right field. Dees will take a quick look to first before he delivers home. Just low. Ball 3. Count now is full. The runner on first will be going at the pitch. Mavericks will have to play good defense. They're going to probably have to come across the field to first base with the runner going on a 3-2 pitch. Runner goes. It's going to be a one hopper to Richardson. He looks at second, comes across the field, makes a nice throw by the freshman. For the Mavericks will get out of the inning with the Trojans leaving one on base. We'll be back to bat in the bottom of the second inning when we come back from Power 107. Manchester Academy Baseball Mavericks come to bat here in the bottom of the second inning with the score tied 0-0. Trojans got out of a little bit of a jam in the first inning. The Mavericks put the first 2 runners on base and then squandered an opportunity as they had runners on first and second and got a rundown between second and third with Dees, and Tyson decided to go to second base where he was tagged out as Dees slid back in. Trojans finishing up their warm-up pitches and due up for the Mavericks. This inning will be Ketchum, Walton, and Estes with Miller following.
Now batting number 8, Will Keaton Ketchum.
So Ketchum will step in to bat and face Witt for the first time. He's batting .462 on the season, tied for the team lead with Dees as the first pitch will come in over his head, ball 1. Witt's control's not been great. It got a little bit better toward the latter part of the inning. The coach came out just then and told him to make sure he stays on top of the ball when he's coming down through his motion. And again, he stays high for ball 2. He's got nice action on his fastball. He's just not able to locate it down as he's letting it go too high. Glove side is flying out a little bit for the young pitcher. So Ketchum has a 2-0 count with a .611 on base percentage. Will Keaton gets on base a whole bunch for the Mavericks this year. And it's going to be ball 3 on a fastball. It misses high and inside. And for the second straight inning, Witt has a chance to walk the leadoff batter in 4 pitches. 3-0 comes. Ball 4 outside. And Mavericks for the second straight inning have the leadoff runner on in a walk. Brings up Walton.
Now batting number 25, Ty Walton.
So Walton will come in batting .154 on the season. Has struggled a little bit at the plate this year. On base percentage of .294. He started a little bit slow last year, then toward the end of the season came on strong. Mavericks hoping for the same thing out of the senior first baseman this year. As the first pitch comes into him, it's going to be a strike over the outside part of the plate. Ketchum took a big lead, decided not to go. Witt gets ahead of Walton 0-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Again, Ketchum takes a good lead, and Witt will step off as he dives back in. Walton steps in, and the left-handed batter is going to verse the right-handed pitcher. Pitch on its way outside, ball one. Count goes 1-1. Again, Ketchum took a big secondary lead as he jumped a couple times at the pitch. Mavericks like to run in this situation with a left-handed batter. We'll see if they try to hit and run. Again, Ketchum gets a big lead. Pitch comes. It's going to be a number back to the pitcher. He'll turn around and fumbles the ball, picks it up, throws to first wide. It's going to be an error on the pitcher. Had plenty of time, had the ball in his glove, and when he came up to transfer, it fell out. Picked it back up, but was able to get the runner at first after throwing wide. Brings up Estes to bat with runners on first and second.
Next up, number 24, Cole Estes.
Estes comes up. He pitched a really good game last night. He took the loss, but pitched well all the way into the seventh inning. He'll come up with a 182 batting average. He is batting .333 with runners in scoring position. The Mavericks for the second inning have runners on first and second with no outs. As Estes watched the first pitch come in high for ball one. Miller is on deck. He'll be followed by the number 9 Holmes Nixon and back to the top of the lineup as Estes awaits the 1-0 pitch from Witt. Ball two, high and tight. Counts 2-0. We'll see if the Mavericks can do something this time with a runner on second base and less than 2 outs. It was Achilles heel last night from the Mavericks in the 5-4 loss to Canton, their first loss of the season, as Witt delivers a 2-0. Ball three, high again, and we'll probably see Estes at this point have a take on the 3-0 count. Witt's taking his time, steps back onto the mound. Looks in, delivers. Strike one. As I said, Estes was taken all the way on that one. Mavericks weren't taking a chance. As Estes will step back in with a big lead in the count, hitters count at 3-1. Runners take their lead. Pitch comes in, sails to the backstop. Doesn't matter as Estes draws ball forward. It's going to bring up Miller with the bases loaded.
Now batting number 22, Jack Miller.
So two walks in the inning of the era, loads the bases, and we'll have another timeout. And it appears to be a new pitcher. Witt won't make it out of the second inning. He'll go down with 1 inning pitched. To his credit, 4 walks and a strikeout. He did not give up a hit, but all 3 runners on base will be his responsibility. We're going to go back to Power 107 for a break from our sponsors and then be back for the latter part of the second inning. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball. The new pitcher, we've not been able to get his number just yet. That's coming into the game. I'll get it here in a minute when he maybe turns his back. But the Mavericks have runners on first, second, and third. Bases are loaded for Jack Miller stepping to the plate as he'll face the new pitcher. As Witt only lasted 1 inning, Mavericks have a good opportunity to get some runs on the board this inning with their number 8 and 9 hole hitter coming up. Then back to the top of the lineup with D's. Pitcher's finishing his last couple of pitches. He's a right-handed pitcher, doesn't seem to be overpowering. He's got a nice little fastball that has a little movement on it. A little sharp little breaking ball.
Now batting number 22, Jack Miller.
So Miller comes in. I believe the pitcher's number 20, Kane, but I'm not 100% sure. Their numbers are hard to see in the blue and red they have on. First pitch, Miller comes in, strike. As he was taken on that one, he'll be ready to be aggressive on this next pitch if it's over the plate for the Mavericks. So Kane steps in 0-1 quickly on Miller. Second pitch coming. The breaking ball misses outside, squirts away, but not far enough to do any damage. Miller gets the count 1-1 to against Kane, the pitcher. The wind's died down now. The flagpole in center is limp. As Kane looks in, he'll work out the windup, and 1-1 comes. Ball two, again the ball, nice block by the catcher. He's able to block it up and keep it in front of him as the ball was low. Count now is 2-0. Or excuse me, 2-1, and the 2-1 pitch is on its way. Ball three outside. Miller, after taking the first strikes, worked the count back out to 3-1. He'll have a good pitch to look at here with runners on. He'll try to find him something to groove. He's one of the leaders in RBIs for the Mavericks, batting .500 with runners in scoring position. He takes a big hack, doesn't come up with it on the inside fastball, and the count goes 3-2. So 3-2 count now, no outs. Pitch on its way. Strike three, got him swinging. As Kane comes back and strikes out Miller.
Now
Brings
batting
up
number
Nixon.
2, Grant Nixon.
Nixon will step in. He's a bunt specialist. Pitch comes, he squares the bunt, misses it, strike one. And he'll be down 1-0 in the count. Mavericks need to get a run in. Again, have the bases loaded with no outs before the strikeout by Miller. As Nixon steps back in, again, tries to lay down a bunt. This time the ball's going to be outside, 1-1. First baseman for the Trojans on the grass. Third baseman's even with the bag as they'll try to come home with the ball. Mavericks have runners on all three bases. As Kane looks in and delivers the 1-1. This is low. 2-1. Kane taking his time. He's got a 2-1 count against Nixon, the number 9 hole hitter for the Mavericks, with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the second inning. Nixon again squares. It's going to be high, and it's going to go off the catcher's glove. Throw home is not going to be in time as Ketchum beats it. Mavericks get on the board first, 1-0. Both runners move up 90 feet, so the Mavericks have runners on second and third now, and a 3-1 count to Nixon. The Mavericks do get a run on the pass ball. Pitch was a little high, just went off the catcher's mitt, went all the way off to the backstop, and Ketchum was able to come in and score a run. As Nixon again squares the bunt on 3-1 count. Pulls back, swings, strike two, took a big hack at it. He just couldn't connect. Counts 3-2 now. Strike three swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Kane, as the Mavericks still have runners on second and third with 2 outs, and D's coming up to hit.
Now batting number 14, John Parker Dees.
The Trojans have been living dangerously. The Mavericks have not made them pay here in the first 2 innings. First pitch comes in low to Dees, and he's up 1-0. Dees walked his first time up in the first inning and was stranded on third base. Ball 2 is going to be a fastball that comes in low. Count goes 2-0. Mavericks need a base hit. Try to get 2 more in here in the second. 2-0 pitch coming outside, ball 3. So 3-0 to D's, 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Mavericks do lead 1-0. Tyson, the catcher's on deck. 3-0 to D's. In strike over the inside part of the corner or plate. Count now moves to 3-1. 3-1 by Kane's going to be a ground ball worm burner straight back up the middle. 1 run's in, 2 runs coming toward the home plate. It's going to be a play, and Estes beats it out standing up as the ball was just a touch late. Dees will go into second base after the single. He'll advance on the throw. He'll pick up 2 RBIs. The Mavericks lead 3-0. It brings up Tyson, who walked his first time up. So Tyson's going to come in, bat from the left side. He'll face Kane for the first
Now
time.
batting number 10, Dean Tyson.
Kane will take a quick peek back. Delivers home, ball 1, low. Mavericks being patient against Kane. He does have 2 strikeouts where he came back from 3-1 counts against Miller and Nixon. But he's behind 1-0 to Tyson. Tries to step off again. Almost has Dees in another rundown, but Dees is able to get back before Kane makes the throw. He'll again look back to second. Delivers home, ball 2. Mavericks lead 3-0. As the 2-0 pitch comes, but not before again Kane turns to look back Dees. Trojan's very concerned with Dees on second base. He's got a big lead. The shortstop will dart in behind him as Kane will take a look and deliver home again. It's going to be a foul ball ripped down the right side by Tyson. Right, that's the first base bag, but hooked foul. Kane will have a 2-1 count now to Tyson. Brody Roberts sitting on deck. He flew out to right field his last time up. As Dees again goes off second base, and another pitch comes in high and outside for ball 3, and the count's now 3-1. So 3-1 count. And Tyson's going to call timeout. Three and one again. Here we go. It's going to be another hard shot down the right side foul. A bouncing ball past first base. That's 2 in a row that Tyson was way out in front of. Hit them both hard, but the count moves to 3-2 on Tyson. Senior catcher steps back in. Tyson will try to get this one to stay between the lines on a 3-2 pitch. Again, Kane will step off and look back to Dees. Anything in the outfield should score Dees. The 3-2 comes. Strike 3 swing as he gets Tyson. Kane strikes out the side, but not before giving up 3 runs. Mavericks will take a 3-0 lead into the third inning when we come back from Power 107. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball. Mavericks set to start the top of the third inning with D still on the mound. He's given up one hit is all. He has 3 punch outs on the night. And he's going to face the number 8, 9, and 1 hole hitters in Carnathan, Langford, and then back to the top in Tate.
Now batting number 5, Preston Carnathan.
Carnathan will step in from the left side. First baseman, the first pitch comes in low, ball 1. Dees has been good tonight. 24 pitches, 18 of them have been strikes. As the next pitch comes in, strike 1 right down the middle. 1-1 now to Carnathan. Dees evens the count. Next pitch, strike 2 swinging. 1 and 2. The Mavericks, as I said, scored 3 in the bottom half of the second inning. The Mavericks only have 1 run or 1 hit on the night, but they've been walked 4 times and had Walton reach on an error. As Dees sets and delivers the 1-2, it's going to be fouled back into the net on a fastball that was over the outside part of the plate. The count remains 1 and 2. So the Mavericks pick up 3 in the bottom of the second, take a 3-0 lead in the third inning. Again, Dees delivers strike 3 swinging on a high fastball, challenged Carnathan. He couldn't catch up to it. It'll be the 5th strikeout for Dees tonight, and it brings up the number 9 hole hitter in Langford.
Now at bat number 12, John Langford.
So Langford will step in. He's the right-handed hitting center fielder. First pitch comes high. Ball 1 by Dees. Next pitch on its way. Strike over the inside part of the plate. Umpire gave his little delayed call on that one, popped up and said it hit part of the black, calls it a strike, and the count evens to 1 and 1. Dees working quickly now. Delivers again. It's going to be a chopper to third base, but foul as Estes gave chase, went left of the bag. Count moves to 1 and 2. We'll see if Dees can pick up another strikeout here. As he gets the ball and sets and delivers, breaking ball just misses low. Count evens to 2 and 2. So 2-2 now. 1 out, no one on. Dees delivers home again. Strike 3 swinging. That's another strikeout for Dees, number 6 on the night. Dees in his first start looking very comfortable. He's got 6 strikeouts in 2 2/3 inning, and he'll come back to the top of the lineup in Tate, who he struck out back in the first inning.
Next up, number 11, Jax Tate.
So Tate will step in, call strike 3 victim his first time, gets a fastball that he's going to hit and foul back over the right field bleachers. Count goes 0 and 1 as Dees kind of stayed in his groove. 34 pitches, 25 of them for strikes now. As the 0-1 comes in, strike 2. 0 and 2 count. Dees on the night, 72% of his pitches have been strikes. He'll try to strike out the side on his next pitch. 0-2 on its way. Curveball hits shortstop, picked up by Richardson. He makes a throw over. Bounces, nice grab by Walton as it short hops him. Richardson's a freshman. Doesn't quite have the arm strength yet to get the ball all the way across on that deep hit to shortstop, but gets the out anyway on the nice pick by Walton. Mavericks get them 1, 2, 3. We'll go to Power 107 and be back for the bottom of the third inning after these messages. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball. Mavericks come to bat in the bottom of the third inning, leading 3-0, as they'll have the meat of their lineup up in the 3, 4, and 5 hole hitters in Roberts, Burton, and Ketchum. Kane will stay on the mound for the Trojans. Mavericks were able to pick up 3, finally got some runs across as they had bases loaded again. This time they didn't squander the opportunity. Picked up 3. Roberts, his first time up, flew out to right field. He's batting 333 on the season. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He'll be backed up by Burton, who was a strikeout victim his first time.
Now batting number 13, Brody Roberts.
So Roberts steps in. Kane will work out of the windup. First pitch comes, strike over the outside part of the plate. Kane goes up 0-1. Infield play straight up against Roberts. Corners are at the bags. Kane delivers again. It's going to be a high chopper to third base. Big hop, throw over to first in time. Nice play by the third baseman, Cheek, as they retire Roberts 5-3 and brings up Burton.
Batting number 6, Garner Burton.
Burton comes in, the strikeout victim his first time. First time facing Kane. Swings big at the first pitch, but can't come up with it. He's down 0-1. So an 0-1 count as the next pitch comes in outside, 1-1. Like most nights, the Mavericks have a nice crowd here watching baseball on a Friday night in February. 1-1 pitch comes 0-2, or excuse me, 1-2 now, as Burton again misses the pitch. Next pitch is going to be a pop fly in foul territory. Going back to third baseman, dives for it, but can't come up with it. It was just kind of in no man's land. Almost made a nice play. Count remains 1-2. 1 out for the Mavericks here in the top or the bottom of the third inning. Burton steps back in with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Pitch comes. Strike 3 swing, and they get him on a nice slider by Kane. Kane is a nice job for the Trojans. He's got a good little fastball that moves toward the batters. Kind of cuts in on the right-handed batters, and he's got a nice slider that changes speeds just a little bit as Ketchum steps in.
Number 8, Will Keaton Ketchum.
He's got 4 strikeouts since coming in. Ketchum steps in and watches the first pitch come in low, ball 1. Mavericks hadn't been able to figure out Kane yet. The only person that had a hit is Dees off of him. Again, he was ready to bring the ball home. This is going to be a slap toward second base. Takes 1 hop as he backhands. A very nice catch there by Wazell, the second baseman. He'll throw out Ketchum at first base. The Mavericks go down quietly 1-2-3 in the third inning. They'll take a 3-0 lead going in the top of the fourth inning. We come back from Power 107. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball. Dees trots back on the field as he's pitched 3 innings of 1-hit ball. He's walked none and struck out 5. Only thrown 37 pitches, 28 of them for strikes, as he'll face
Number
Kane,
20,
Burrell,
Gabe
and Witt.
Kane.
Kane, the first time up, was a strikeout victim, and then was thrown out by the catchers. The first pitch or the third strike got back to the dirt and bounced up, and the catcher had to throw a strike down to first base for the out. The first pitch to Kane this time will be a foul ball into the net, and he'll go down 0-1 again. As Dees delivers a second pitch, strike two. Right down the middle on a fastball, the count's now 0-2. We'll see if he'll come in with a curveball here on the 0-2 count. Pitch comes. Just misses an outside. Good fastball by the pitcher. Batter didn't chase after it. Again, Dees looking. 1-2 comes high. Ball two. So after starting 0-2, Kane gets the count back even and 2-2 to the batter. Mavericks just playing standard depth. They all the way around the infield and outfield, and the 2-2 pitch on its way. Ball three. Dees missed badly on the last two. We'll have to come up with a big pitch here not to put a runner on in the leadoff spot. So 3-2 pitch, payoff pitch comes. Just low. And ball four. So Kane will reach base, and Burrell will come up.
Now batting number 19, Carson Burrell.
Burrell grounded out to end the first inning of Walton on first. Kane takes a big lead as Dees will take a quick peek over. He'll throw over to first base. Kane will slide back in easily. That fourth ball was very close. Kane took off first. I kind of thought the umpire would ring him up, but called it low. As again, Dees will take a look back at Kane. Pitch comes outside, ball one. And for the first time tonight, Dees shows a little bit of signs of struggling after his first walk, comes back with a pitch that was outside. And I'll have a 1-0 pitch now coming to Burrell. And again misses outside. The count's now 2-0. As Coach Hester comes out of the dugout to say something to Dees. Dees will get back on the rubber, take a quick look over first. Kane's got a big lead. Again, he'll look over to him. And strike one swinging over the outside part of the plate. Burrell couldn't catch up to that one. Dees gets on the board with a strike. Counts now 2-1. So again, 2-1 pitch. Kane stays still. Two swinging, another good pitch by Dees, Manchester's pitcher. We're 3-0 in the top of the fourth inning here at home at Manchester, the Central Holmes Trojans. At 2-2 payoff pitch coming. The runner goes. It's going to be a high fly ball. He'll have to start and retreat. Ketchum waits on it to come down. He won't have a throw to first base. He makes the out at second on the pop fly. The runner was almost second base when the ball went sailing up into the air. Ketchum got under it, but never had a chance to throw back to double up at first. And it's going to bring up Witt as the next batter.
Now batting number 21, Ethan Witt.
So Witt comes in, a strikeout victim to Dees his first time. As Kane's still on first base, he went running that time, but a pop fly brought him back, and this time Dees will throw over again to check him on first. Mavericks are nursing a 3-0 lead here in the top of the fourth inning. Dees looks to first again. This time he'll deliver home low and outside, ball one. As Dees again looks into our signals, he'll check over to first before he comes home again. Oh, ripped down third base side. It's a base hit, going to go all the way into the corner. As the runner from first is going all the way home, they won't have a throw home. As he'll score standing up, it's going to be a double and an RBI for Witt as he ripped that ball down the left field side, right down the line. He'll have a two-bagger and an RBI. Central Holmes is on the board. Score now 3-1 in the top of the fourth inning. Just the second hit against Dees, but it was hit hard down the line, bringing up the number 5 hole hitter, Wiesel.
Next up, number 8, Mason Wiesel.
So Wiesel comes in. He'll face Dees for the second time. He flew out to center field on a hard hit deep to center field earlier in the second inning. Dees will take a look at second base, and it's going to be a line drive right up the middle to Nixon in center field. He'll come up throwing, and the runner slips coming around third. He was trying to hold up as Nixon got it in quickly to catch him, but there's runners now on the corner after 2 hard hit balls against Dees. The Trojans have the tie and run on first base with 1 out. Their number 6 hole hitter in the DH, Engel, coming up, who singled back in his last at bat.
Now batting number 3, Logan Engel.
So Engel is going to come up with a single to right field. Dees desperately needing an out here as he's got runners on the corners after cruising through the first 3 innings. Engel steps in, pitch comes to him. Fouled back to the right side, 0-1. On deck will be Cheek, the third baseman. Cheek made a nice play last inning to retire Roberts. Dees works out of the stretch again. Runners on first and third. Runner stays put on first, and again a hard hit down the right side, drifting foul over the fence. Down the right field side of the playing field. The count's now 0-2. Both foul balls by Engel were hit hard. Just was behind a little bit. We'll see if they start the runner here on an 0-2 count on first base. As Dees looks in. Runner does go. Strike 3 called on a fastball down the middle. Engel didn't like it. The runner's going to get the stolen base as Wiesel goes to second, but big out for Dees as he picks up a 6th strikeout tonight, and he'll face Cheek, who grounded out to shortstop his first time up.
Now batting number 13, Aiden Cheek.
So 2 runners in scoring position now for the Trojans. Tying run in the game is on third. It's the Mavericks lead 3-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch, Cheek's going to be a high fly ball. Walton's underneath it, calls for it, drifts back and makes the catch. That's going to end the inning as he makes the catch behind first base. Trojans do pick up a run, but the Mavericks are able to get out of the inning, leaving 2 on second and third. We're going to go back to Power 107 for a message from our sponsors and be back with the bottom half of the inning. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball. Mavericks lead 3-1 as we move to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Dees was able to work his way out of a jam after 2 straight base hits. Had runners on second and third with 2 outs before getting a fly ball to Cheek to end the inning. He's gone 4 innings now, giving up 3 hits, only 1 run. He's struck out 6 and walked 1 as Walton will be up to bat for the Mavericks, followed by Estes and Miller. They'll face Kane, who's been in since the second inning. So Kane came in.
Now batting number 25, Ty Walton.
Kane came in for Witt. All three runs that scored that inning were credited to Witt as they were his base runners, and Kane's not giving up any. First pitch to Walton's going to be a slow ground to the or second base. Is going to be an error as it goes right underneath the second baseman's glove. And for the second straight time, Walton's going to pitch on an error.
Now batting number 20, Cole Estes.
And we're going to, not sure what's going on. Coach Hester's coming up. Maybe getting a pinch runner. He's going to have Edgar run for Walton. He's going to try to get a little more speed on the bags. I believe after he does this, Edgar will come in to play first base for at least one inning. Walton will have to come out as he's pinch run for. And Estes is up to bat. Estes lead. First pitch is low and out. 1-0 now to Estes. Estes trying to move the runner ahead as Edgar's got a good lead. Pitch comes again, low and outside. 2-0 now as Kane falls behind. Kane's not walking. He's had 4 strikeouts since coming in and giving up only 1 hit. He's pitched good for 2 innings. Mavericks trying to get to him here in the bottom of the 4th as the 2-0 pitch again misses outside and the count goes 3-0. Mavericks on the season are batting .322 as a team. Down a little bit as we're just in our 6th game after last night's struggle against Canton Academy. And on 4 straight pitches, Estes will take a walk as that one's outside, brings up Miller. As Coach Hester again comes in, this time I think he's going to talk to Miller before his at bat. Miller struck out on his last one. Mavericks have runners on first and second for the 3rd time tonight with no outs, and they've only scored 3 runs. And we're going to have a pinch hitter for Miller, it looks like, in Kelly. As Kelly will come in. He'll pinch hit for Miller. Kelly's a short little fella, so I think what we're doing is seeing maybe Kane struggle a little bit. We'll see if if we're going to take a little bit and see if we can get another runner on with a walk, although Kelly's already turned into bunt. So they took out the DH Miller looks like to maybe try a bunt. He pulls back on it, and the first pitch is going to be low for a ball. So 1-0 now to Kelly. Again, he squares before the pitcher even turns to do it. He lays down a bunt down the left side, foul, trying to move the runners up, and the count stays 1-1. So 1-1 count to Kelly, no outs, runners on first and second. Pitch comes, strike 2 on the bunt attempt. Kelly's now 1-2. He'll have to swing here. Next pitch comes. He's going to try to bunt with 2 strikes. He lays one down, a nice one. They'll throw to first and get him out. A good job by Kelly as he's able to lay a 2-strike bunt down. Gets runners over to first and second. Brings up Nixon. Or excuse me, second, third. That brings up Nixon now with 1 out.
Now batting number 2, Grant Nixon.
So Kelly's going to get the sacrifice. Brings up Nixon. We'll see what Nixon does. He's going to bunt one down first base line foul. Mavericks playing a little small ball now, leading 3-1 here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. So Nixon steps back in. Pitch comes. He'll turn the bunt. He will lay one down the first base side. The only plays to first base. Nice play by the pitcher, but gets a run in with Edgar coming in to score. Mavericks answer the one run in the top half of the inning to get a one here in the bottom. Makes the score 4-1. They take a 3-1 lead on back-to-back sacrifices, bringing up Dees in the top of the lineup.
Now batting number 14, John Parker Dees.
First pitch going to be a fastball strike. Dees falls behind 0-1. Two outs, runner on third. And they call time behind the plate as Kane was taking a long time. Dees asks for time. He gets it. Estes sitting on third base. Pitch comes in, breaking ball. Missing outside, count evens to 1-1. So 1-1 count. Tyson's on deck. Misses outside, 2-1. Mavericks got a man on third and Estes, two outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning, leading 4-1 against Central Holmes Academy. As Dees works a 2-1 count against the pitcher Kane. Pitch comes, ground ball, backhanded by the third baseman. He's not going to be able to throw off. I believe they'll rule this one as a hit. We'll see how they rule it, but it was down the line. The third baseman tried to backhand it, couldn't get it. Would have been a hard play. Nevertheless, Dees will be on first base by Austin. Austin on the season has 2 stolen bases. The scorer calls it a single, so Dees does get an infield hit on that one. Bringing up Tyson. The Mavericks now have a 5-3
Dean Tyson.
lead. Austin will be on first. We'll see if he goes. He does on a delayed steal. The catcher didn't even see it. Nice play by Austin. He'll go into second base standing up. It'll be his 3rd steal of the season. As the first pitch was high for ball 1. Tyson has him a runner in scoring position now. Batting .286 with the runners in scoring position this season, as the 1-0 will be outside 2-0. Mavericks would like another hit here, get them another run, as Austin would score on any single of the outfield. As the 2-0 pitch comes in, it's going to be hit off the end of the bat into the dugout on the third base side to the Trojans. Tyson will have a 2-1 count when Kane gets ready to throw the next pitch. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth, 5-1 Mavericks. They gave up 1 in the fourth, answered with 2 so far, have a chance to get another with a timely hit from Tyson. Kane will take a quick back look at Austin. Throws a great breaking ball that comes in toward the feet to Tyson, called strike 2. Had Tyson fooled. He went to swing, pulled back, and the ball came right back over the plate, broke down to his feet. Good pitch by the right-hander to the left-handed pitch, or hitting Tyson. 2-2 on its way. Fastball, strike 3, swinging. Another strikeout for Kane as he's still pitching good for the Trojans, but the Mavericks get 2 in the bottom half of the fourth inning. They lead 5-1 now as we go to the top of the fifth inning. We come back from Power 107. Back to Manchester Academy Baseball. JPD's waiting on Tyson, the catcher, to get out. He's thrown a few pitches to the backup catcher as he continues his warm-up pitches. Mavericks lead 5-1 as the Trojans will come to bat. Due up for the Trojans will be the bottom of the lineup in the 8 and 9 hole hitter Cornington, Langford, then back to the top in Tate. Both Cornington and Langford struck out in the third innings. They'll face Dees for the second time tonight. Dees pitched well through 4, giving up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He's only walked 1 and struck out 6 as Cornington steps in.
Now up number 5, Preston Carnathan.
Wind still now. Ball will travel a little bit more. His first pitch is going to be a blooper over second base as Ketchum goes back and makes the grab on the right field grass. Nice play by Ketchum as he was able to catch up to a little blooper toward right field. Had Burton charging in also. He'll pick up the out on the first pitch of the inning and brings up Langford. Well, they're going to have a pinch hitter.
Now batting number 25, Luke Terry.
So Terry will come in to bat. Luke Terry for Langford. And the first pitch to Terry, the left-hander, is going to be a ball. Langford has struck out. They'll pinch hit Terry for him. He's up 1-0 in the count with 1 out here. Second pitch, swing and strike. He takes a big cut at it, can't catch up. Count's now 1-1. We've got 1 out here as we're just started the top of the 5th inning. Mavericks leading 5-1 against the Central Holmes Academy Trojans. Strike 2, 1-2 now. Dees gets ahead. One, two on its way. Strike 3 swinging. Dees picks up his 7th strikeout. Second out of the inning. He'll come back to the top of the lineup, and Tate grounded out to shortstop his last at bat, struck out in his first at bat.
Now up number 11, Jax Tate.
First pitch, strike. Again, Dees ready to throw. Pitch comes. Strike 2 swinging. Dees quickly goes up 0-2. 2 outs here. We'll see if he can get a punch out here for his 8th one of the night. Tries a breaking ball that stays up high, and the count goes 1-2. So 1-2 pitch from Dees. Line drive toward center field. Nixon's underneath it, makes the catch. As he's able to come in and get it. Ball was well struck, but hung up in the air just a little bit. It'll be the 3rd out of the inning. Another 0 frame for Dees. Mavericks are going to take a 5-1 lead in the bottom half of the 5th inning. We'll come back from Power 107 after a commercial break. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball on Power 107. Mavericks lead 5-1 as we go to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Due up for the Mavericks will be Brody Roberts, the left fielder, followed by Garner Burton and Will Keaton Ketchum, the number 3, 4, and 5 hole hitters for the Mavericks, trying to get a few more runs to add to their 5-1 lead. As Kane stays in for the Trojans, he came in back in the second inning and has pitched well against the Mavericks. As he's pitched, well, excuse me, Kane is actually out. They've got a new pitcher in now, and it's going to be number 13, Cheek.
Now batting, number 13, Brody Roberts.
So Cheek will step in or face Roberts for the first time tonight. Pitch comes in, he'll miss high and inside. As the Mavericks have a pinch hitter, it looks like, for Burton, and Robinson on the on deck circle. Again, pitch comes into Roberts high, ball 2. Mavericks putting in some different players tonight, trying to get some extra playing time for some of the younger guys. 2-0 count, misses just low, ball 3 now to Roberts. As Cheek wasn't able to find the strike zone on any of his first 3 pitches. Three-zero comes high, ball 4. Robert draws a 4-ball walk here in the bottom half of the fifth inning, bringing up Seth Robinson.
Now batting, number 33, Seth Robinson.
Robinson on the season does not have a bat, I don't think, in the high school games. He's played mostly in junior varsity so far. He has made 2 appearances, but has not recorded a hit. He does have a walk and an RBI on that walk back in a game against Vicksburg. He'll step in the first time tonight with a runner on first base and no outs. As Roberts is taken out of the game for a pinch runner, I believe it's Austin on first again. As they'll throw over. Third, Austin's going to go to second easily. He's going to hold up there as the right fielder gets the ball back in. Mavericks get a break on a bad throw to first base. Austin runs into second. The Mavericks now have a runner in scoring position. We'll have a timeout by the coach from Central Holmes wanting to talk to his players. And he's going to bring in a new pitcher, actually. We're going to go back to Power 107 while they make the pitching change and be back for the rest of the bottom of the fifth after these words from our sponsors. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball. Mavericks have a runner on second base in Austin. As the pinch hitter will be Seth Robinson. He'll face Wiesel, the new pitcher for the Central Holmes Academy Trojans. This will be their fourth pitcher of the night, as the Mavericks have had has D's still on the mound through five. Wiesel will take a look back and deliver home. First pitch misses high, ball one. So D's has gone the distance so far for the Mavericks. Four pitchers for the Central Academy or Central Holmes Academy team. Wiesel again delivers home high, ball two. Mavericks only have 2 hits on the night, but the Trojans have been plagued by balls or base on balls as they've had 6. 2-0 pitch comes in. It's going to be fouled straight back. 2-1 now to Robinson. Mavericks trying to get another run in here in the bottom of the 5th inning as they lead 5-1. Again, Wiesel works from the stretch and will take a look back at Austin on second. Peeks back one more time, delivers home low. Ball's going to scoot away from the catcher. Austin gets to third base easily. That's his. He'll go this time on a pass ball, but he does have 4 stolen bases now in the season, 2 tonight. Counts 3-1. Ketchum stands on deck. 3-1 to Robinson. Ball 4 high. The ball goes all the way to the backstop. Austin will score easily as he comes around on a bad throw to first, and then 2 back-to-back wild pitches as Robinson will walk down to first base. Brings up Ketchum. Ketchum will come in to face Wiesel with no outs. Runner on first. Mavericks now lead 6-1.
Now batting number 8, Will Keaton Ketchum.
First pitch comes in. Ball one. Well, after a 15-second delay. I've never seen one take that long to call, but it's a strike. Robinson takes a small lead on first. Pitch comes in again toward the inside part of the plate. Strike 2. Back-to-back inside corner pitches for Wiesel. Ketchum goes down 0-2 now. Again, Wiesel comes set. Ball's over the head of Ketchum. Throw down as Robinson went. It's going to be too late. Robinson will get a stolen base. Going to second base, so he'll be on second base with no outs and a 1-2 count to Ketchum. Ketchum on the season leads the team in batting average with runners in scoring position at 600. As he'll watch strike 3 come right across the plate. A changeup gets him. No swing at it. He'll get called out on strikes and be the first strikeout victim for Wiesel and the first out in the inning for the Mavericks. That'll bring up Walton.
Now batting number 25, Ty Walton.
So Walton now comes in from the left side. Estes on deck. Robinson's on second. Delivers home. Side. Ball 1. Walton's 0 for 2 tonight. He's reached twice on arrows. Batting 125 on the season as he stands in on the left side and watches a pitch come in, just missing, ball 2. Walton does have 2 runs as he scored both times he's reached base tonight. (2-0) to Walton, runner on second and Robinson. Mavericks lead 6-1. Pitch comes low, ball 3. 6-1 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 3-0 count to Walton. Wazell delivers. Ball 4 high. Walton reaches for the third time tonight. Brings up Estes with Miller on deck. Runners on first and second. 2 outs, and we've got another timeout. As the coach is going to come in, we'll see if he makes a pitching change or he's just going to talk to Wazell. I believe he's just going to talk to him for a second. That's what he'll do. While he does that, I want to thank sponsors: Bank Plus, Manchester Academy, William Clark and Morrison, Main Street Market, Yazoo County Fair, Jim Newsom Trucking, Bank of Yazoo, Yazoo Valley Electric, P. Rose, Coughlin Planning Company. These sponsors that bring you Manchester Academy Baseball each week live on Power 107. One. Strikeout Victor H again. We're seeing the trying to see what is that base wise. The chase, left fielder, or excuse me, the right fielder, second baseman, and first baseman all converged. Ball fell to the ground. Foul territory. Counts now 0-1. So no one count with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Wazell again looks back to second, delivers home. It's going to be a hard ground ball past the diving third baseman. The base hit, they're going to wave in Robinson as Miller gets a base hit RBI. He'll take a RBI for the first hit of the night, drives in the 7th run. Third baseman almost got to it, had to dive to his left, couldn't quite get his glove on it. Gives Mavericks runners now on first and second with Nixon coming up.
Now batting number 2, Grant Nixon.
So now Nixon comes up. We'll see if he bunts. He loves bunting. He's that's his thing. He's got runners on second, third, and the corners are way off. That's what he's going to do. He's going to bunt one right past the dirt. Great bunt. No way they're going to throw out to Speedy Nixon. It's going to be an infield single for him again. And on the season, Nixon is batting .462, and I would say all but one hit this year have been bunts, as he can lay them down and has blazing speed, and it gives the bases loaded to D's now here in the bottom of the fifth.
Next up, number 14, John Parker Dees.
So D's comes up with the bases loaded. Mavericks leading 7-1. As he'll face Wiesel, Mavericks looking to really bust this one open. First pitch is going to be a strike right down the middle as D's took it. Again, all three runners take their lead. Wiesel will stay working out the stretch. Dees waits on the ball, breaking ball, best one of the night by Wiesel. Freezes Dees, strike two, and he's down 0-2 in the count. Mavericks leading 7-1 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Dees again waits on the 0-2. Fastball, strike three, swinging with the bases loaded. Mavericks leave three on base this inning, but pick up another 2 runs on the RBI single from Miller. They'll take a 7-1 lead into the top half of the sixth inning. We come back from Power 107. Very good tonight in his first start of the season. I'll get the stat line here in just a second as Burton still continuing his warm-up pitches on the night. Dees goes 5 innings, gives up 3 hits, only 1 run. It was earned. Striking out 7 and walking only 1 run tonight. And those 64 pitches, he threw 46 strikes, which is a 72% strike ratio or percentage, a 3-to-1 strike to ball ratio. So Burton will come in. He struggled a little bit last night in the game against Canton as he came in and with a bases loaded situation, couldn't get it out of the inning and was taken over by Estes. We'll see if he can come in tonight, work out some of the kinks here with a 7-1 lead in the top of the sixth. Burton's one of the harder throwing pitchers for the Mavericks, he and Roberts. So we'll see Burton pitch here tonight. He'll face the number 1, 2, and 3 hitters in Tate, Kane, and Burrell to start off.
Now batting for the Trojans, number 20, Gabe Kane.
Burton has 4 pitches. He's got a slider, a cutter, a fastball, and a changeup. The first pitch from him tonight is going to be the fastball. Strike 1 right down the middle. Burton's a 82, 84 mile an hour fastball pitcher. Might bump 85 every now and then. His main pitch he likes to go to the best is the cutter, as the 1-0-1 comes in a little bit low on the fastball, 1-1. So 1-1. Fastball ripped down the third baseline foul. Tate all over that one as he pulled it foul over the head of Estes. It just kept hooking and landed foul. It counts now 1-2. Burton looks in. 1-2 on his way. Big breaking ball, just misses. Count now is 2-2. Must have been a little low. Started off at the batter, came right back over the plate, and the count evens 2-2 to Kane. Kane's been a strikeout victim and a groundout victim, and gets a fastball. It's going to be deep to left field, way back, and this one's gone as he hits a home run off Burton to left field. That ball got out of here and over the wall at the 3:33 mark. It was giving chase. The Maverick out there in left field just ran out of room. Roberts did, as Kane's going to come around and touch them all with a home run. Nobody's hurt as the Mavericks have a 7-2 lead. All Burton wants to do is make outs at this point. Just a good swing by Tate on a fastball that Burton left out over the plate for a home run.
Now batting number 19, Carson Burrell.
Brings up Burrell, and I apologize, that was not Tate. That was Kane, and now Burrell's up. So Burrell comes up after the Kane home run. First pitch strike to Burrell as Burton works fast. Next pitch misses just low for a ball on the fastball. Count now is 1-1. Mavericks lead 7-2 here in the top of the sixth inning. This time, Burton's going to miss wildly on the right side for ball 2, and the count goes 2-1 to the number 3 hole hitter and catcher, Burrell. Burrell on the night's 0 for. Baseman popped out to second base. Mavericks have moved Dees back over to shortstop. It looks like Richardson's moved over to second base, and Ketchum has come out of the game. And may have Austin in right field. I can't get the number way out there as Garner Burton has moved into the pitcher mound and has a 2-1 count. This is inside ball 3. Burrell's going to step back in with a 3-1 count. His team trailing 7-2 here in the top of the 6th. Fastball will be fouled back into the backstop. Count goes full at 3-2. So a 3-2 count. Burton delivers. Swing and strike 3. First strikeout for Burton tonight. First out of the inning, as the Mavericks will have Witt to come up to bat against them for the Trojans.
Next up, number 21, Ethan Witt.
Witt on the night is 1 for 2. He struck out his first time before doubling in a run back in the 4th. He'll step in again on the right side as Burton, the right-handed pitcher, throws a big breaking ball in for a strike. He'll go up 0-1 in the count. Oh, 1 pitch on its way. Strike 2. Fastball right down the middle, and Burton jumps out to an 0-2 lead. We'll see if he'll come back to that slider on a 0-2, or maybe give him a cutter here. 0-2 pitch coming. Breaking ball hits the runner or the batter. That'll give the Trojans another runner. A hit by batsman, a hit by pitch on a 0-2 count. Not what Burton was looking for on that breaking ball. Brings up number 8, Wiesel.
Now batting number 8, Mason Wiesel.
Mavericks lead 7-2 still. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch to Wiesel is low, ball 1. Burton will take a quick peek over to first. Brings the ball home. Strike 1 swinging. Count evens 1-1. The runner stays on first base and Witt again takes his lead as Burton delivers home low outside, ball two. Infield playing back deep, third base back deep behind the third base bag also. As Burton again misses low for ball three, counts 3-1. Mavericks don't have anybody warming up in their bullpen. It's all Burton right now with a 7-2 lead here in the top of the sixth inning. He'll have to get a strike across here on the 3-1 and misses again low and outside. Counts 2-1. And he's got runners on first and second with the number 5 hole hitter, or the number 6 hole hitter, Engel, coming up.
Next up, number 3, Logan Engel.
So back-to-back walks. We'll get a visit from Coach Hester out on the mound. Talk to his pitcher, Burton. While he does that, we'll thank our sponsors, Bank Plus, Manchester Academy, William Clark and Morrison, Main Street Market, Yazoo County Fair, Jim Newsom Trucking, Bank of Yazoo, Yazoo Valley Electric, P-Rose, Coghlan Planning, Scott Petroleum, and McCaleb Insurance. Thank you to all our sponsors that bring you Manchester Academy Baseball to you live on Power 107 each week. So the meeting's over on the mound. The Mavericks would like nothing more to get out of this inning and get 3 more outs in the next one. Call this week a done deal and head into the weekend for some much needed rest before another 3-game week next week. So Burton looks back to first and second. 1 out here. First pitch comes in low and outside again. He's missing outside on most of his pitches here. 1-0. Runners on first, second. Mavericks do lead 7-2. Burton delivers home high, but the umpire says not too high, strike one. Again, this umpire, he waits 5 seconds before he calls it sometimes. He pops up and then decides to call strikes, counts 1-1. This time it's going to be a good fastball down the middle, swung and fouled straight back into the netting. 1-2 as Burton's thrown back-to-back strikes on fastballs. Engel, the DH, is 1 for 2. Now he singled back in the second, struck out in the fourth, and he's down 1-2 here against Burton as he looks in, checks second, brings the ball home. Hey, now called strike 3 on a breaking ball. Good pitch by Burton. Gets Engel looking for the second time. Engel strikes out watching, and it brings up Cheek.
Now batting number 13, Aiden Cheek.
So Cheek comes up 0 for 2. He's grounded out to shortstop, popped out to first base, and he'll have a chance to drive in a run with runners on first and second, 2 outs. And the first pitch to him is going to be a high fly ball called by Dees on the other side, and it pops out of his glove as he misplayed it. Tried to go to his knee, a routine pop fly in the infield. Not sure what happened. He got under it in plenty of time, and then it started. He had to sail back. Wind's not blowing. I think he just lost it maybe in the lights. It'll be an error on the shortstop. Actually, Dee's first error on the season. It's going to score a run, make the game 7-3 here in the top of the sixth, as the Mavericks should have been out of the inning. But they'll still have 2 outs. There'll be a pinch runner for Cheek. And it brings up Cornathan.
Next up for the Trojans, number 5, Preston Carnathan.
So Cornathan comes in, runners on first and third after the error by Dees. Just lost the ball, hit his glove, and popped out. So Burton has runners on first and third, and he'll throw a strike over the outside part of the corner. The rest of the runs this inning won't be earned, as the Mavericks should have been the inning. 7-3 lead, 2 outs. Mavericks Waiting on Burton to throw. It's going to be outside. They need to get out of the inning now. Should have been out with a 7-2 lead. Now they're in danger of giving up another run with a runner on third. Cornerton digs back in from the left side. 1-1 count to him. Runner on first. Looking like he's going to go. Stays still. Nice breaking ball to the left-handed hitter by the right-handed pitching Burton for a strike. And the count now is 1-2 with 2 outs. Again, they'll take a lead. I would think the runner on first would go on this pitch. 1-2, he stays home, and the Mavericks miss on a 1-2 breaking ball. Count evens 2-2. Surprised the Trojans didn't go to second on that one. 2-2 pitch. Burton works out of the stretch. Big pitch coming. Ground ball. Chopper. It's going to be by Estes, ranging toward second base, picks it up, throws, sidearm all the way across the field for the out. Mavericks will get out of the inning without giving up any more runs. They'll take a 7-3 lead into the bottom of the 6th inning when we come back from Power 107. Welcome back to Manchester Academy Baseball. Mavericks take a 7-3 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning after Burton was able to get out of a little bit of a jam on runners on first and third with after the error by Dees. Mavericks get a great play by Estes at third base. He came in front of Dees on a high chopper, threw across his body to get the last out of the inning to bring up the Mavericks to hit, as they'll bring up the second batter in the lineup, Tyson, followed by Roberts and Burton. And we're going to have a pinch hitter, it looks like, for Roberts, as Austin entered the game earlier for him, and he'll stay in after he came in to run last inning.
Now batting number 10, Dean Tyson.
Tyson comes in, walked his first time, struck out his last 2 times, as there's a new pitcher in for the Trojans, and it's going to be the number 5, Cornerton. First pitch will be low and outside, ball 1. Cornerton, a left-hander. He'll face the left-handed hitting Tyson. He'll throw in again, ball 2. Cornerton, 5th pitcher tonight for the Trojans. They look like they're running out of pitchers here. Mavericks, on the other hand, are deep in the pitching staff as Cornerton throws ball 3 up high on his fastball. Mavericks don't have a lot of pitchers that are overpowering. They've got several that throw in the 80s, a lot that throw in the high 70s, but have 7 to 8 pitchers they can trot out at any time, as Tyson will take a 4-pitch walk, bringing up Austin, back-to-back left-handed hitters here for the Mavericks.
Now batting number 3, Hayden Austin.
Austin will come in for his first at bat of the year. He's been pinch running mostly. He's had 4 stolen bases since coming back from soccer. He'll get his first opportunity facing the left-handed pitching Cornerton. He'll have Burton on deck. Cornington delivers. Austin squares, bunts it foul down the third base side. Mavericks trying to play a little small ball again. So an 0-1 count now. As a runner on first takes a big lead, they'll throw back. Dives in safely. It's a pinch runner for Tyson. I ain't got the number yet. As Austin will step back in with 0-1 count. Burton on deck. Cornington, the left-handed pitcher, steps back on the rubber. Take a peek over to first base. Runner goes. There'll be a throw down, won't be in time, as the Mavericks still a base. There'll be a runner on second base now, a 1-1 count. I believe the runner's going to be Jake Lewis Paul. I can't see the number. I believe it's Jake Lewis Paul, though, that's in to run. He's also a catcher, a ninth-grade catcher, so he may be coming in if the Mavericks can get enough runs to stay in the game as a catcher. As the next pitch comes into Austin, it's going to be a strike right down the middle, and the count goes 1-2. So 1-2 to Austin. He'll have to protect the plate here with no outs. Runner on second base in the bottom of the sixth. Mavericks lead 7-3. Pitch comes, strike three, foul tip, but the catcher's able to hold on to it. Austin will go down swinging, bringing up Burton. Burton has struck out twice tonight. He was pinch hit back in the fifth, and Robinson walked and scored.
Now up, number 6, Garner Burton.
On deck for Ketchum's going to be Beidelman. And that's who came in to right field earlier. First pitch to Burton, fouled back into the netting, strike one. Mavericks struck out 8 times tonight. They've been plagued a little bit the last 2 games. They've not been able to get many hits after starting off the season scorching. As Burton gets the ball, it's going to be a ground ball to the pitcher. There's going to be a fielder's choice, and the runner at third is going to be safe. I guess they've not made a call yet, and now time after saying safe, it's going to be a fielder's choice for Burton. Had the pitcher not thrown the ball, it may have been a hit. I don't think he could have gotten Burton, as it was just nubbed off the bat down the third base side. Pillow's the actual runner. I was wrong on Jake Paul Lewis. So Owen Pillow's the runner that was on second base, came in to pinch run for Todd. And the infield umpire, he'll come in to confer with the home plate umpire, and they call Owen safe at first or third base. So there'll be runners on first and third now. And the coach is going to call a timeout with Beidelman coming up to bat. So Beidelman comes up to talk to Coach Hester. We'll see if they're going to make a pitching change or just talk strategy here, as the Mavericks have runners on first and third, 1 out, leading 7-6 in the 6th inning. They're going to just talk. While they do that, we'll thank our sponsors one more time tonight: Bank Plus, Manchester Academy, William Clark Morrison, Main Street Market, Yazoo County Fair, Jim Newsom Trucking, Bank of Yazoo, Yazoo Valley Electric, P-Rose, Coughlin Planning, Scott Petroleum, and McCaleb Insurance. Thank you to all these sponsors that bring you Manchester Academy Baseball live each week on Power 107. So Biden will come into the bat, as he'll face the left-handed throwing pitcher in Cornington. Biden on the season mostly plays JV, but he pitches some in the high school games and the varsity games, and is
Now
1 for
batting
1
number
on the
9,
season in the
Joseph
varsity
Beidelman.
games. Runner is on first. He'll stay put. Beidelman to watch first pitch come across strike. Delayed still. They're going to throw down, and that's going to score Pillow on a bang throw. We're going to have a timeout as the ball came in hard, caught the catcher in the side of his face. I think he's going to be all right. He's walking it off. He's gone back to get it, but the ball short hopped as he was trying to get the throw to. Ball short hop, came up, hit him in his face. He's all right. They're just going to let him walk it off for a second. And Biden will step back in with a 1-1 count. So we're back ready to play ball. Count's going to be, well, they're showing 1-0. I thought it was a strike, but we'll call it a 1-0 count. As Bideman's going to hit a ball that's go down the right field side, it's going to hit fair over the first baseman's head, and the right fielder couldn't get to it. It's going to be a base hit for Bideman. He's 2 for 2 now on the season. Moves the runner up to third base. The Mavericks will now have Walton to step in with 1 out.
Now up to bat, number 25, Ty Walton.
Walton will have a chance to drive in a run. Walton on the season is batting 125. He's got 2 errors, reached on base twice on errors, came around to score, and walked his last time up. So he's reached base all 3 times, and he's got a chance here in the 6th inning to add the Mavericks 8-3 lead. So it'll be a lefty on lefty as first pitch comes in low. Bideman goes on, and he'll steal second. Mavericks now have runners in scoring position. Cornathan, the pitcher. He'll step back on the mound with runners on second and third. He's down 1-0 to Walton. Pitch on its way. It's going to be a ground ball to second base. Picked up, throws over to first for the out. Runner will come in as number 6 comes in to score for the Mavericks. Burton comes in to score, makes the score 9-3.
Now batting number 17, Jake Lewis Paul.
Brings up Jake Lewis Paul batting for Estes. First pitch to Jake Lewis comes in, fouled back over the third base side. Bideman moved up to third base. Miller will be on deck. Jake Lewis again waits. Pitch comes outside. Ball 1-1. So 1-1 count now to Jake Lewis Paul, the freshman. 2 outs here. Mavericks leading 9-3 in the 6th. Pitch comes outside. Ball 2. So 2-1 count. Again, Lewis steps in, or Paul steps in, waits on the pitch, comes. It's going to be a pop fly. It's going to be a trouble. Maybe the second baseman's going out, and the right fielder has to come in slide and does not get there. They'll probably rule this a base hit for Jake Lewis Paul. And then they throw the ball away. It comes over to the dugout, quickly moves down to base. He drove in a run. We'll see how they score this one. As Paul hit one out toward right field, the right fielder tried to get to it sliding. And they do call it an error. And that's going to bring up Wrigley Richardson to bat for Miller. Mavericks leading 10-3.
Now batting number 44, Wrigley Richardson.
So Richardson will have Lewis on or Jake Lewis Paul on third, and he comes in to bat. First pitch is going to be low, ball one, as Paul stays on second on the pass ball. Mavericks now have 5 hits on the night, 10 runs. Richardson is waiting on the pitch, missing low again, 2-0. He'll go back out to the mound. Cornington will as he steps back on. Paul takes the lead at second. Richardson waiting on the pitch. Going to be a line drive. What a snag by the third baseman, diving to his left, making the catch over the bag. Great play by Wiseman over on third base for Central Holmes Academy, ending the inning on a line drive that he stabbed to get the third out of the inning. Mavericks will take a 10-3 lead in the top of the seventh when we come back from Power 107. As they'll face the bottom part of the lineup, and I think Terry will stay in to bat. Nope, Langford's back in.
Now up to bat, number 12, John Langford.
So Langford comes back in, and he'll have Tate and Kane after. First pitch comes, it's going to be a little blooper towards center field. It's going to drop in, and Langford will pick up his first hit of the night on a blooper over the shortstop. Nice job by him to get a bat on the ball on a fastball by Burton. And he'll be on first base. Brings up Tate, Kane, and Burrell now.
Up next, number 11, Jax Tate.
So Tate comes up. Burton will work out of the stretch, look over to his right, and deliver a big breaking ball in for a strike. Gets up 0-1. Pitch comes back toward the plate. It's going to be a fastball driven out toward right field that's going to be foul out into the bullpen on the right field side. Burton jumps out to an 0-2 lead here. We'll see if he'll come back with that breaking ball versus Tate, the leadoff hitter for the Trojans. Runner on first stays put. Breaking ball gets him. Strike three swinging. Good pitch by Burton to get his strikeout. Be third strikeout of the game for him. First out of the inning, the seventh. The Mavericks 2 outs away from winning as they lead 10-3 here in the seventh inning.
Now up, number 20, Gabe Kane.
Kane comes up. Homered his last time against Burton back in the sixth. First pitch comes in strike over the outside part of the plate on a fastball. Burton again gets up 0-1. He'll look over to first and deliver home. Breaking ball has Kane way out in front. Strike two swinging. Burton will look to get another strikeout here. He looks into Tyson, gets his signal. Fouled straight back into the netting on a fastball. 0-2 stays the count. Burton takes his time, gets back on the mound. Looks over to first, delivers a breaking ball, strike three, swinging. There shouldn't be a throw. They do throw down to second on the steal. They're going to have him tagged out, but he gets under the, they say he got under the tag. Great throw by Tyson. I thought he had him out just then. They said they didn't get the tag down, so it's going to be a strikeout and a stolen base. That one looked good all the way down there, but 2 outs now. The Mavericks have a chance to get out of this one with one more out as Burrell steps in.
Now up to bat, number 19, Carson Burrell.
Burton looks in, checks the runner on second, delivers home. It's going to be a fastball fouled back into the netting on the third base side for strike one. Burton looking a little bit more comfortable this inning. Runner on second takes his lead. Burton's looking in, not paying much attention. He'll take a quick glance back on the 0-1 pitch and throw a breaking ball that's going to hit Burrell. Will put another runner on. There'll be a runner on first and second. It'll give the Mavericks a force at each base as the number 4 hole hitter Witt comes up.
Now up, number 21, Ethan Witt.
So Witt comes up to face the right-handed pitching Burton. The Trojans will take out their catcher, put in a pinch runner for them. So they've got runners on first, second. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Mavericks leading 10-3. Looking for one more out and finish the week at 2-1. Burton's first pitch to Witt comes in, breaking ball, just missing low, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Strike right over the outside part of the plate on a fastball. Count goes to 1-1. So 1-1 pitch. Burton looks in. Pitch comes. Strike 2 swinging on a fastball. Couldn't catch up to it. Counts now 1-2. Mavericks 1 pitch away from ending this game. Burton trying to pick up his 5th strikeout. Breaking ball. Hey now, called strike 3, ball game. Mavericks win 10-3. So the Mavericks going to pick up another win this week. Finishes the week at 2-1, improved to 5-1 on the season as they beat the Trojans 10-3 and 7. Mavericks didn't look great at the plate all night. They had 5 hits, but they were helped out with 9 walks and 5 errors by the Trojans. They scored 10 runs, but the Mavericks